Howdy, folks. Spencer here, and today I want to talk to you about the latest batch of news for STO on both PC and console. As always, chapters are listed down below. The first topic for today is that the ability to 3D print your ships via the in game tailor through Cryptic's partnership with GamePrint is going to be ending here at the end of the month. So, if you have any ships that you're wanting to get a 3D print of, you need to act before October 31st, 2023, if you want to get a physical model of them. Now, the reason that this is ending is because it just didn't make financial sense for either company. And this is not something that's coming out of nowhere. In fact, Kale said about a year ago that not a lot of people have been buying the 3D printed ships. It was a lot of work done, but the return was probably not worth the investment. So, with not many people buying these ships and comments like that popping up over a year ago, it's not really surprising that this service is being discontinued. It's unfortunate for sure, but it's not coming out of nowhere. Now, if you want to go through and 3D print a ship, just note that not every ship in the game is available to 3D print. For example, the Constitution 3 is not available to print. There's some ships that they are not allowed to let you print due to licensing issues, and the Connie 3 is one of them. But there are some ships here that have no like Eagle Moss models. So like the Excelsior 2, the Sagan Command Cruiser. If you want to get a physical copy of those, what you would do is you'd go to the tailor. And before you even go into the tailor, right click on your comp engines, make sure that visual's off. Same for whatever Vandy shield you have on. This will, like the 3D print would factor those things in. So if you don't want them on, make sure they're disabled. But you go in, you hit the 3D print button, and you hit the print ship, and then that will start a process to upload your ship over to the GamePrint website. And once it's up over there, you can type in whatever name you want on it. You can type whatever registration. So if you wanted to print off an Enterprise and have it say, 1701D or whatever, you could go through and do that. And size wise, you see the cheapest one here is the 4-inch model at $22. 5-inch is $30. 7-inch, $75. 9-inch, $155. And the 12-inch, $345. So it gets expensive, the larger the ship is that you're trying to print. I've only ever ordered one of the 4-inch models, and I was personally not very satisfied with it. Now I did place this order back in I think 2018, but it was extremely blurry. This was an Imperial skinned Sovereign class, one of my favorite models in the game, and I got the print, and it just made me not want to buy anymore. But I have looked up some pictures that other people have posted on the subreddit, and other people seem to have had a lot better luck with regards to the print quality. But I would say I'd probably avoid the 4-inch models for anything that you're wanting too detailed. But I think if you're getting something larger size, I think some of these pictures that people have put up of the models they ordered, I think those look perfectly fine. And I think the 5-inch ones, there's definitely a little bit more detail and quality than that 4-inch model that I got there. So if you've ordered one of these, through GamePrint before, drop your thoughts on the quality down below in the comment section, because I'm pretty sure people are going to be interested on whether or not this is something they should actually take advantage of, before the end of the month. But again, I'll state again that if you do want to take advantage of this, you have until the end of October of 2023. It's very unlikely Cryptic's going to partner with another company for this service, given that it didn't make financial sense with the one that they've already developed and had a partnership with for the past 6 years. So once this is gone, I don't expect the feature to ever return. And the next bit of news here is that there is going to be a Gamma Recruit event active on all platforms from October 12th up through November 2nd. If you already have a Gamma Recruit character, there's no need to make another. There's no new perks for you to go through and unlock. But if you don't have a Gamma Recruit, then I would highly recommend you take advantage of this. The Gamma Recruit does have some pretty nice unlocks, and I'll have a link to the STO Wiki post if you want to go through and take a closer look at the different tasks and rewards. But I do want to remind you guys that as with any of these reward or any of these recruit events, you don't have to actually go in and do the task during that time frame that the recruit event is active. The recruit event timer from October 12th up through November 2nd is simply the time frame in which you can make a recruit character. Once you have the transponder device and you've finished the tutorial, you can do those tasks and get the rewards at any point throughout the year. They are not required to be done during the event time frame, so don't burn yourself out trying to get these all done by November 2nd. There's no need to rush. You can take your time and work on them slowly over time. And alongside the start of this recruitment event, there is going to be some sales. So there's going to be a 25% sale on all Dominion items in the C store from October 12th up through the 19th. And they don't have it mentioned here, but there will also be a Start Your Adventure sale, probably around the same time frame. They've been doing those with all of the recruit events recently, and that'll be 25% off all slots and services, personnel, and I think that's and starter packs. Starter packs should also be on sale. So if you want to pick up any like slots and services, like ship slots, anything like that, wait until next week and you'll save a little bit of money. And for those of us on PC, there's an upgrade weekend starting today after the patch that will be running up through October 9th. So if you have anything you've been waiting to upgrade, like a stack of Isomags, then make sure to take advantage. And heading over to the PC patch notes for today, the first thing is that captains can now once again earn bonus to lithium from the Borg Tesseract event. For those of you that missed out on this fun little exploit, there was a bug with the daily bonus to lithium that you can get for playing after you've actually finished the event. And what was happening is that there's supposed to be a 20-hour timer, but that timer was not working. It was basically non-existent. So people were going in and spamming Resistance of Starbase 1 over and over and over again, and every time they did that, they were getting that dilithium. So as soon as Cryptic found out, they disabled the ability to earn the daily bonus, and with the patch today, that daily bonus will be turned back on, but the 20-hour timer will actually be working. So for those of you that did take advantage of it, my recommendation would be to not advertise that you benefited from it. I don't know if Cryptic's going to do a rollback or any bans for those of you that heavily abused it, but I think it would be wise to not go out and advertise in public channels that you got away and got a bunch of lithium from it. So that's what happened there, and you'll be able to get your bonus still again, like I said, with the patch here in a couple hours. They resolved an issue with the covert warhead module so that it now properly triggers abilities that are triggered on cloaking. They have changed the omnidirectional interlacing Tetryon beam array and the omnidirectional protostar phaser beam array to make them have the same equip limits as other set omnis. So I think for some of the chat I've seen about this is that this might be a bit of a nerf to these omnis. I'm not too sure yet. We'll find out after the patch. But the thing with these omnis is that these are recent event ones, and they could be slotted alongside another set omni. So if these do no longer stack with the other set omnis, then some people are going to be calling that a bit of a nerf, especially with the interlacing Tetron one, because in the actual announcement blog for that, it explicitly stated that it could be used alongside other set omnis. So if that's changed, then that definitely is a nerf there. But we'll find out again, after the patch. And the last thing is that they fixed some gaps in the geometry of the Inquiry Battlecruiser Gamma skin. So if you were finding some issues with that skin, hopefully they have been resolved with this patch. And the last big topic here is that Cryptic has announced the Dauntless 2. The blog for it is a bit all over the place. They're calling it a science destroyer up here. Then down here it's a science dreadnought. And the bridge officer seating is all over the place with the blog here. I thought about doing a stats breakdown of this. and releasing that as a video last night. But the issue with this ship is it's not bad, but a lot of the value is going to come from the console and starship trait, and we really need to see some tooltips before I can say, whether or not these things are going to be worth it. So I'll probably hold off doing a stats breakdown video until after like a 10 forward, because right now I just don't have really that much to go on to give people a recommendation as to whether or not this is a ship worth going after. But the Dauntless 2, I thought it was going to be a promo ship, and it is actually going to be a direct to Infinity Lockbox ship. It's being added to the Infinity Lockbox on PC on October 12th. And alongside this being added to the Infinity Lockbox, there should also be a key sale, probably just a 15% one, and a Lobi sale. So if you're looking to pick up any master keys, or if there's anything in the Lobi store you're wanting to pick up, I'd say just hold off until October 12th if you're on PC, and we should have some sales starting up then. But for the rest of the ship here, the stats of it, I'll cover that next week. Again, there's typos all over the place in this blog. It looks interesting for like a side torp type of play style, but I just don't think this ship is going to have too wide of appeal, given it's a lockbox ship and given the side torp stuff is already a fairly niche play style. And for those of you that like giveaways, there is some PC only giveaways up on the Discords right now for some Isomags. So over on the Casual Sab one, if you go to the giveaways channel, there is a set of 6 plasma Isomags being given away, and that drawing will happen on October 7th. So if you want to enter, just go into that giveaways channel, hit this blue button, and if you want to make sure that you've entered, you can hit it again and it'll give you a pop-up saying you have already entered. And over on the Builds Discord, there is a set of 8 Mark 15 Epic Tetron Isomags being given away. This drawing is going to happen later this month, though, so you've got plenty of time to go in and enter. Same thing, just go to the giveaways channel, hit this blue button, and if you want to make sure that you've actually entered, you can hit it again and it'll give you that pop-up saying you have already entered this giveaway. So if it gives you an error, just go in, try to hit the button again. And sometimes the bot does lag out, so you might need to give it like 5 minutes before you go in and try to hit it again. And that's going to be it for today. Again, thanks to all channel members and viewers for the continued support. See you guys around.